Okay, there's a point to giving certain problems, and number one, I really felt was a very, very nice problem. And I have to admit it, when I first read the problem, um, I picked the wrong answer. All right, I picked the wrong answer. I think it's probably, it's pretty easy to understand why people pick that wrong answer, but I did pick that. And then I sort of read the story and realized I won afoul of the truth, by the way. And you will too, all right? Number two, I believe this comes from, I'm believing other people, by the way, when they tell me this is a 2019 Bangladesh Math Olympiad. I don't know if that's true, by the way. People can say whatever they want on the internet. I'm just going to say, yeah, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Doesn't seem like a particularly difficult question, but you know what? I went through the work, and we'll get to that, all right? Number three, I did see this on an Italian calculus exam, and again, just I'm copying their instructions, by the way, and I saw the problem. And I got to say, I know over here I say apropos. It's apropos. Math 120, I realized somebody said, what the hell is Math 120? It's basically just a trig class. That's all it is. Number four, trig equation. Generally speaking, difficult, but they do say use a CAS. What does CAS stand for? Computer Algebra System, all right? And I will go through that with you. Number five, decompose into partial fractions. This I found to be somewhat difficult, all right? That's from memory, by the way. Number one, again, I post a little video for you. I go through it, I kind of talk through it a bit. I talk about the correct answer, and there's a link over there for the correct answer as well, by the way. And I go to the work, all right? I also want to point out that the New York Times published an article about this. And I thought it was kind of interesting they did that. They didn't target anybody by name, by the way, but there were several people that worked for College Board that certainly agreed on the question, and they agreed upon the wrong answer. It was kind of remarkable, by the way. All right. By the way, I also went to an AI bot. I think it was OpenChatGPT. Can't really remember. I asked it the question, and it got it wrong too, by the way. But I'll be honest with you, very convincing, very convincing. Yeah, it is ChatGPT. Very convincing. All right. I want to show you what the New York Times article is. I think it's over here. Error found in the SAT question, and this goes back to May 25th, 1982. I actually had to use the New York Times Time Machine to get the article, by the way. Anyway, let's go back. Let's see what we got over here. Number two, again, that one, the Bangladesh, at least what I was told, that was true. I certainly do the problem, and I put a video solution down for you, by the way. All right? So, by the way, I also provided a graph or a visual that might help you out with that. Number three, that Italian calculus exam, calculate this sum. That's what this means over here. It's my understanding of Italian anyway. And I did that. I went through it. I thought it was a difficult question. When I say difficult, it took me time and effort to get through it. And we get to an end of it. Let me just go back over there. And so it's a lot of work for me, right? I finally get to it, though. That's a lot of work. It really was. I'm kidding you not. It was a lot of work. See how long this goes on? That's a lot of work, all right? Also say some things over here about the conditionality of that, all right? Number four, a trig equation. And it's tough. That was a tough problem, by the way. But anyway, I went through it. I got it over here. I use a computer algebra system. I'm actually using Sage. And I'm using Sage to find roots. I'm not using Newton's method. But, I mean, the bottom line is you could use a variety of methods to solve that problem, by the way. So here's the deal. Over here, again, over here I was using Sage's ability to find a root. Over here I'm using Newton's method to look for roots. Are they the same? They should be the same, by the way. There shouldn't be any difference between the two. All right, number five, again, I found this, at least my recollection is, I found this to be difficult. But when I make these videos, it's long after that I've actually worked the problems. And you might be surprised by this. After I work a problem, a week later, I may not remember that I did that problem, and it'll be like a brand new problem to me, all right? It may come back as I do it and say, no, this is deja vu all over again. Anyway, I go through the work, watch the video may help, but the bottom line is, it's not an easy thing to get through, or at least I believe it wasn't easy to get through, but I did get through it and I got to the end of it. Again, as I say, I post a video and I post work, all right? Thank you.